Welcome to NBA Recap Week 4. On Monday, every team played due to no one playing on Tuesday, due to Election Day. Hopefully, you guys voted. On Monday, the Wizards beat the Hornets, the Rockets beat the Magic, the Pistons beat the Thunder, and then the Pacers beat the Pelicans surprisingly. The 76ers had Embiid back and he put up 33 points and a double-double on the Phoenix Suns to beat them. The Hawks snapped the undefeated 9-0 streak of the Bucks, and there is no undefeated team for the season. Regardless, the Bucks still have the highest record at the moment. To credit the Hawks, though they did this without Trae Young, and in an intense game, the Blazers barely brushed by the Heat as Max Strus put up a 3-point to tie the game, but at the last half second, Hart put up a 3 to end the game. Insanity to watch. The Bulls got revenge on the Raptors and beat them at home, and the Celtics beat the Grizzlies, while the Knicks beat the Timberwolves, who need to make adjustments immediately. The Nuggets beat the Spurs once again, and the Mavs barely beat the Nets in a tough game for both teams. The Warriors finally got a win as they barely beat the Kings as Curry put up 47 points. The Jazz beat the Lakers, who were out LeBron and Beverly, and now jumped in the number 1 spot in the West at that moment. Finally, the Clippers beat the Cavs by 2 in an intense game. This was all just on Monday, by the way. Cut to Wednesday, the Magic beat the Mavs in Luka's first game of the season where he doesn't hit 30-plus points. The Blazers beat the Hornets, and the Jazz continued their hot streak and beat the Hawks. The Celtics beat the Pistons. The Nets beat their neighbors, the Knicks, as they continue their hot streak without Irving. Raptors beat the Rockets, as they should. Pelicans barely beat the Bulls, and the Suns beat the Timberwolves as Booker shits on them and tells them they need to learn how to play team basketball. And I mean, he's not wrong. The T-Wolves look so lost. Bucks win without Giannis against the Thunder. The Nuggets barely beat the Pacers in the worst officiated game I've ever seen. Grizzlies won against the Spurs. And in an LA showdown, the Clippers beat the Lakers as LeBron is apparently injured in play. Also, who would have guessed the Cavs lose to the Kings? Then the Mavs lost again, this time to the Wizards. The Hawks beat the Sixers. The Heat slide by the Hornets. The Trailblazers beat the Pels. And the Celtics destroy the Nuggets as Murray and especially Porter seem to have had a really bad game, unfortunately. I guess you can blame it on Boston's defense. Magic somehow beat the Suns and are looking much better every game. Thunder beat the Raptors, Spurs beat the Bucks, who definitely need Giannis back, but I'm sure he'll come around soon enough. And I mean, they still are the best team in the league at the moment. Grizzlies beat the T-Wolves, who again just look so lost. Warriors beat the Cavs in a close game as Curry, being the shooter he is, puts up 40 points. The Kings beat the LeBron-less Lakers. All I'm going to say on the Lakers situation is if I was LeBron, is I would trade to a better team. This Lakers team doesn't screw over his legacy. Not that it really will screw it up that much, but it just ends it on a really bad note. And trust me, I know LeBron is old, but any team would be happy to have him, especially for the sales he produces in jerseys alone. Speaking of jerseys, this week the City Editions jerseys were also dropped for each team. Some of them look pretty good, not gonna lie, and some of them I'm not a huge fan of. Anyway though, the Nets beat the Clippers, then the Wizards snapped the Jazz's winning streak. The Celtics continued their winning streak and beat the Pistons. The Raptors lost to the Pacers. The 76ers beat the Hawks. The Heat beat the Hornets. The Mavs beat the Trailblazers. And the Pels smoked the Rockets. The Nuggets beat the Bulls in a huge game from MPJ. The Thunder beat the Knicks from a huge game from Shai. The Timberwolves beat the Cavs despite Garland putting up 51 points. Yeah, 51 points. The Wizards beat the Grizzlies. The Kings beat the Warriors. The Lakers beat the Nets, with AD putting up 37 points and 18 rebounds, but nothing compared to the performance Embiid put up with 59 points with a near triple-double to have the 76ers beat the Jazz. That was his career high, by the way. Now, what a week. Now, to go over the standings, in the East, the Pistons have the 15th spot, while the Hornets have the 14th seed, both with a 3-11 record. Orlando has the 13th seed with a 4-9 record. Chicago sits at spot 12 with a 6-8 record. Miami sits at spot 11 with a 6-7 record. Knicks have spot 10 with the same record as Miami. The Nets also have that same record at spot 9. Raptors have a 7-7 record at spot 8. The Pacers have spot 7 with a 6-6 record. The 76ers have a 7-7 record and are at the 6th seed. I expect them to keep rising though. The Wizards surprisingly have an 8-6 record at spot 5. The Cavs have spot 4 with an 8-5 record. Hawks have the same record at spot 3, Boston has the second seed with a 10-3 record, and the Bucks still have the best record in the East and the league as a whole with a 10-2 record. In the West, the Rockets have the bottom spot with a 2-11 record, the worst in the league. Lakers, despite their latest win, still have the 14th seed with a 3-10 record. Warriors have a 5-8 record at seed 13. Seed 12 belongs to Minnesota with a 6-8 record. Spot 11 belongs to the Spurs. Spot 10 belongs to OKC, both with a 6-7 record. Kings have seed 9 with a 6-6 record, while the Clippers have the 8th seed with a 7-6 record, the same record as the Pelicans, who have seed 7. Dallas has a record of 7-5 at seed 6, while Memphis has a record of 9-5 at seed 5. Seed 4 belongs to the Jazz, who dropped a bit with their 10-5 record. Seed 3 belongs to the Suns with an 8-4 record. Seed 2 belongs to the Denver Nuggets with a 9-4 record, the same record as the Trailblazers, who have that first seed. And that is week 4 of the NBA 2022 to 2023 season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe, please. Thank you guys. Much love.